Hello. CORSAIR DreamLeague Season 10, we're back. After a break, we had our first game of the last series of the night. We had ROOONS versus Tigers. And after a pretty favorable start for ROOONS, quote unquote, with a certain person in the green room, they just stopped playing Dota.
Ouch.
That's literally the quote. I'm not going to say it was, but that was the quote about ROOONS, and then that ended up having Tigers take the victory. Slacks, they stopped playing Dota.
It was fun. You know, I wouldn't say that. I don't know. I mean, I just feel like, again, we just see this seems to be what happens when people pick terribly. You got to have an answer for it. Nobody had an answer for it yet. Terribly hits a certain spot. He runs over everybody. I mean, I don't think it's particularly their fault. Although I will say, I didn't see anything from that Sand King pick as I expected.
He did some moves early game, got the Lina kill a few times, but yeah, it's a Sand King. Then he just stopped playing.
Are you sure you didn't say that? Well,
no, but what is there to say? They had a bad top fight at the shrine where the silence came like 1 second too late, so Axe got off a call that just killed the gyro just so quickly because of the blade mail and the double attack.
Speaking of calls, by the way, there was one call in particular that was pretty phenomenal, and we have got that on the drawing board, on the replay. Bulldog, talk us through what is happening in this highlight.
Yeah, all right, what do we got here? He's ulted here. Yeah, do you want to draw?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
There it is. He's ulted there.
Yeah, and they're like, let's retreat. We cannot fight here. They're chasing us. Let's run. Axe like, I got daggers soon.
Yep.
Bait him in, boys.
That was a great silence, though. It gave him lots of time to get back.
He's holding.
And look at this beaut that is
Axe is
right
waiting.
Here. Get ready.
And here he
comes.
They're like, no, yeah, we got it. And then like, whoops, we're actually losing a little bit. And they're like, oh, no, we're winning. Oh, we're losing, we're winning. And they're like, shit. And they're like, shit, we don't know what's happening here.
In the end, I mean, money-wise, I believe that that they check money-wise, it is slightly favorable for ROOONS.
Very slightly. I mean,
but I think in game momentum, that was a win for Tigers because at that point of the game, peak timing should be for ROOONS, and they didn't get it.
Yeah, the money isn't everything, Shiver.
Money's not everything.
But it is a lot.
It's a big part of it. But Phoenix, bought back, and it still felt like that buyback, got them that momentum that they needed to go. I have to agree with you. But this game was all Axe. If they did MVP on anybody but the Axe, they wrong, dude. Blade Mail and Call made everything.
Well, Twitch chat, what did you do? The Hacks MVP goes to...
Oh, no.
I guess we couldn't have expected it any other way.
Oh, no. Come on now.
But on the right side, if you look at Tigers, Moon does have the most points on his team. Rightfully so.
Well, that's nice.
He is the second, so he's kind of the MVP.
Yes.
If you remove the trolls.
Yes. We removed the trolls. Done.
I mean, just because they're fans doesn't mean they're trolls, but okay, no problem. But yeah, I don't know. Again, I think that was all Axe's game.
Yeah.
A little bit of drafting issues there. Could have done something a little stronger.
Well, drafting issues are fixable.
Sure.
Yeah, it's...
For some teams.
You got to play well as well, You can't just die. The draft was fine, honestly, and I think they had an easier lineup. And yeah, Wisp Gyro kills everything. You can't even kill Terrorblade with that. But the ROOONS played like baboons.
ROOONS played like baboons. Yikes.
Yeah, that is a pretty big yikes. I think that is... I mean, we were pretty harsh on them because that's... At the start of the draft, we said they have the easier to execute lineup. And they actually played like it. They played so good for the first, 10, 15 minutes.
Yeah.
They did almost everything right, Bulldog, right?
But then they just mistimed the silencer ult. And then they lost the top fight, and then they lost all momentum.
I mean, I think it was a little bit more than that. I feel like they were playing pretty scared. There was that moment where Terrorblade is pushing the bottom lane. Yeah. He's completely alone, and they're not even thinking maybe we should just see what's up. Sand King's in perfect position. Too scared to go on him, man. Terrorblade, he's not that scary. He just pop his booty.
And this is, where NA Dota meme comes from. That's right there. This is NA Dota.
What, being scared?
Not playing like this.
Oh, okay. That's really great.
We'll see. Second game, they got to step up a little bit.
Is there a hero in particular that you would ban out based on the performance that we saw in the first game?
From which team?
For as in the performance of Tigers. Is there a hero you would ban out from them? Like, for example, Terrorblade. We have seen Terrorblade be super strong, not just today in the games we saw him play, but also last week and last weekend in Hamburg.
I don't think they had any standout player like, oh, Terrorblade. You just click Metamorphosis and kill everyone. You know, it's like... It's more about your own game. You got to play well to win. So... I don't think there's any special hero. What do you think?
Very true words. You got to play well to win. This guy's right.
It's more about your own game.
That's, you know what?
You got to learn how to play Dota.
You know,
Even if you can only play one hero, that's enough.
That's great.
If you know how to play 2 heroes, you can win a TI.
That's crazy. Yeah, it's true. Don't even ban heroes, you know? Just let it ride. Let it ride, Sheaves.
That's then you also have to lose your bonus time. That's unfortunate, though.
Is it? Or is it psychological warfare? Mental damage is a real thing, Sheaver.
Yeah, as evident.
I'm
not going to go there. That is really mean.
Thanks.
So, all right. We've had a pretty eventful day so far. Although, having said that, our first 2 series, we're still, we're both 2-0s. Are you surprised about that? That we've had so many 2-0s in the first day? Because on paper, maybe it should have been a little bit more even. The only third game so far is the previous one that we had between RNG and the Final Tribe. And that one, we expected actually that RNG was going to take 2-0.
Yeah, but Final Tribe is probably one of the strongest team here, I would say. And, you know, Navi is probably the strongest team here. Maybe. So then beating...
After seeing them today, you think? You know, because we have seen all teams at the moment.
Yeah.
You can make an educated guess.
Navi's looking good, and they even beat Dandy, so, you know, it's not an easy task.
No, it is not.
Sure. What was the first series?
In first series was Complexity versus Infamous.
Right, you got Envy, of course.
I believe you were on the panel for that.
I was. That was long ago.
That was a very long time ago.
It's like it was yesterday.
Indeed.
Was it yesterday?
No,
it was today.
It was this morning.
All right.
All right. Well, at any rate, I think what we're seeing are these teams that kind of might be shaking off the rust a little bit, getting into that meta, deciding, coming in with these grandiose ideas of let's do all this crazy stuff, and then just surrendering and going with normal patch picks and seeing the most broken heroes. So will we see that again? Are we going to see more creative stuff? I hope not. Now, if you want to win, that's what today taught me. Creative people die. All right? Don't be Edgar Allan Poe.
You know what?
Yeah?
Before the series started, some words were said by a certain American, and we can take a look at what BSJ had to say.
Well, thank you so much, Shiva. I'm actually standing here with a Banana Slamma Jamma, BSJ here. Represents an NA Dota. I like it. And so I have a question for you. How do you think you guys are going to be able to take down Tigers?
I feel like we just need to play the game we're confident in, because the only issue I feel like we've been having is consistency. And if we can just put a solid game together of what we do well, I think that's all it's going to take.
All right. Well, I like that answer. I think, you know, teamwork's very important. I think you guys can do it. What do you think?
I believe we can. Right. Now we just got to find out.
Sounds good. Back to you guys.
Just gonna find out. It's very unfortunate.
Wow, that's a very sad interview to play after the game. Really wish we got that one before.
Yeah, my bad.
Oh, no.
Well, actually, it's not my bad, but I'll take credit for it anyway, the blame, whatever. Let's see what Tigers had to say before the game started.
I'm standing here with Moon Meander here. I got a question for him. And I was wondering, you know, do you guys have any specific pre-game rituals before you do LANs?
I don't think we have one as a team. But for me, before I play games, I like to drink tea, specifically green tea.
Okay.
Wakes me up and is healthy.
Wow, that's a really wholesome response. I'm very impressed. And do you have any snacks with that too, or is it just the green tea?
If I didn't eat lunch or dinner, I always have a banana with it. Otherwise, I try to eat a little bit at least before a match, not too much, so I won't feel too full. Yeah.
Some really good life tips right there for everyone, right? So you should follow the Moon Meander diet before you play Dota 2, and, you know, hopefully you'll win. So we'll see you later. Back to you guys.
Jeez.
The green tea and the banana worked out.
Yeah, and he looked like he was giggling all the time. That look at that face, beautiful.
Really just such incredible information gleaned from these
Which other tournament would you have learned this information?
Nothing. I'm going to be down in a banana and green tea, which sounds like a truly disgusting combination.
You got an important test coming up. You got an important day coming up. green tea and a banana will make you a winner for a day.
So bad.
Got him.
All right. Well, let's find out if anybody's going to get creative and lose or if we're going to go with the meta picks here again. Team Tigers and Team ROOONS.
Hey, going for Io Gyro wasn't necessarily creative. I guess the Sand King was creative.
Yes.
All right, fair enough.
Yeah. So,
but Io is banned, though.
Io is banned. Good. Get that Io out of here. Let's see if we can see a Gyro. Let's see if we're going to see a Morphling. We haven't seen one of those all day.
BSJ Morphling. Maybe a crazy Winter Wyvern.
Ooh. Nobody picks Winter Wyvern these days. That'd be wacky.
You see the mental fortitude on this guy. So focused, BSJ.
Indeed.
Oh, he leaned back. Never mind.
All right. Well, here's a weird one. Weaver banned out. Does that give us any crazy insights into what might be coming? Who's good against? Who's Weaver good against?
Dro.
Right?
Good against Axe.
Weaver? Okay.
Maybe not, but
Why would...
this is an annoying hero.
Are you okay, Slack?
I mean, Tigers banned Weaver. So all right, I gotta move on. Axe, yeah, very good hero, very annoying hero, and a hero that we've seen a lot today, shutting down people. Always good. Good in the early game, good in the mid game, good in the late game. All around, just good.
Great.
Yep, versatile. You can also play it as a support, so you never know. Always easy to start open. The first 2 picks.
Yeah, Any other interesting bans here? A Marauder ban. Oh, wow.
They're just
locking in the
going
Terrorblade.
for it.
Okay.
The BSJ Terrorblade.
Well, you know, Rune said, I don't want to ever go through a draft like we did last game, so let's just copy that draft so far and take their biggest players. So I'll take it, sure.
Yeah, Terrorblade's been winning.
You can just pick the Winter Wyvern here. If they just want to play it safe, it's great against Terrorblade. You ult anyone next to Terrorblade and...
They did.
They melt.
Yeah, or you can just ult Terrorblade and he'll kill himself.
Hey, that's pretty neat. Illusions work in Winter's Curse? That was a joke. I mean, of course I know that. Come on, man.
You can stop pretending.
Okay, thank you. All right. So, yeah, Winter Wyvern, of course, might be good. Wow.
Illusions against illusions.
What could this be? Okay, get ready for the lag.
Oh, yeah. Terrorblade versus PL.
Here we go.
Every computer's his dream.
No, they fixed this, I'm sure.
No, they did not. Reflection is a killer. You can hamper your enemy team in more ways than just one.
You know, I'm sure Valve's on it, Steves. I'm not going to doubt them.
But doesn't DreamLeague like provide the best computers so that it'll be fine?
They are the best.
Yeah?
Yeah? So
Yeah.
we've been all lag then.
Thank you. It's great.
Unfortunately, it is game lag, not necessarily computer lag.
You know, I was never here. I think the game runs great. I love Valve. Love my job. Let's continue. Phantom Lancer. Pretty good against killing things. Good against Axe. Not particularly. You know, he jumps in there and busts him up. Catches him with that long stun. So, interesting to select that now. Why? Why? They're scared of somebody getting that PL? We haven't seen PL picked all day. Maybe one game.
It's good against Terrorblade and nothing really counters PL.
Yeah.
You don't care about Axe. He jumps you, you jump him.
Oh, hello.
You jump when he jumps.
Whoa.
And you have illusions, so you don't know which one the real one is.
Yikes. That does sound very effective. What about a Faceless Void? Ain't he pretty good against PL?
You can't have that with Terrorblade.
Why not?
No. You can't have Terrorblade Void. That would be very greedy.
Oh, okay.
10 seconds remaining.
Yeah, what do they want? They want Bane. And they picked the Winter Wyvern.
Well, this is looking pretty rough
That's
already.
not as good against PL though, because PL is a bit trickier. Because you can't know which the real one is.
Wait, it can't be that hard. It's just...
What the hell is going on? It's on. She's nodding.
She was just blowing her nose and laughing over here. I'm not sure.
Nodding.
We've lost our host a long time ago. We've devolved into whatever this is right now. Dazzle.
I'm fine.
All right, great. Dazzle, we saw his strength earlier today. The weave, underrated, as they called it, and did pretty good in our earlier games.
Very good hero, super good laner. You Q someone, you run them down, they can't trade with you. And obviously the PL heal bomb. Can't underestimate that. Just explodes someone, and they die.
Oh, baby. Still not feeling as good as ROOONS draft, though, for me,
Obviously, a great counter against the Winter Wyvern ultimate. She just graved on who is about to die.
Well, there you go. Game's over. Earthshaker against PL. The insta-win, right?
No.
Come on. You get the echo.
Nothing counters the PL. That's why you can pick it first, too. It's very powerful. They just need something to deal with the Earthshaker now. Someone can stop him from blinking.
But what could that be? You back with us?
Yeah, I'm back. That's
Hey,
great.
What's going on?
There's nothing much.
What
It's,
about
I'm just watching
bring
some
back
movies.
the old Zeus?
Ooh, Centaur.
That's not a Zeus, man.
Centaur was like very popular in Hamburg, though.
He did all right. Did we see him much towards the end, though?
No, a little less.
No, we didn't.
But it was also the teams that didn't really play him as much as the other teams, which probably...
Maybe that's for a reason.
Yeah, all right. Fair enough.
All right, Centaur's great against, like, you know, those super right clickers, really good against getting away from people, but these guys, you ain't going to have time to run. They're on top of you, you're pretty much dead.
I normally feel like Centaur is kind of filling the same role as the Necrophos, or does it mean that the Centaur is going to be safe lane, PL mid? What's happening in the lanes here?
All those heroes can go anywhere, pretty much.
Yeah.
You don't really want to have Centaur mid, but Necrophos or PL is great mid, both of them, so they'll just adapt to whatever they pick. So they had Terrorblade mid last time for Tigers, so they probably feel very confident just putting their main carry middle with PL again. The guy got 66 damage, just CS and deny super easily. But yeah, it just depends on the last pick, really. So,
But seeing, of course, a ton of Invoker, so potentially somebody could grab that one up, but probably not.
and Invoker struggles a little bit against PL as well in the lane.
What's a good mid matchup against PL? What's your go-to?
My go-to.
Yeah, you know.
I don't play against PL mid. What do you play against PL mid?
Hey, I don't go mid.
Yeah, I just dodge mid as well. Don't have an
You
answer
could
for that.
pick, maybe a Lina,
Yeah.
That's what I would say too.
Very popular pick here.
Fire Lady of Hell.
Okay. Wasn't going to go there, but all right. It's not quite the lore.
She's a dragon lady, I believe.
She's a dragon lady. No,
She's a fire
Is that a
lady.
dragon slave.
No, she's not. She has a dragon slave.
Yeah,
She's
that
not
makes her
a
a
dragon
dragon.
slave.
She's a
She
dragon
just has
lady.
a dragon that she uses.
She cannot use dragon powers unless she's a dragon.
Slavery. In Dota 2.
What in the world are you? It's just the name of the skill.
Yes. where
Are
do
you
think
sure?
she
Are you
gets
sure
it?
she doesn't have a dragon?
Yeah.
That is a slave that she forces to breathe fire every time that she uses her Q?
She is the dragon.
No.
What the hell is going on here?
Have you not, or don't you do lore video?
I do, and you're both insane. You're both crazy.
You haven't gotten to her yet, I guess.
All right, Oscar gonna get banned.
Cannon alert.
What? Cannon alert? Why would you need to announce that something's canon? All right.
You do it all the time.
Air Spirit. Okay.
Hey, did we not start the day with you saying that was a shit hero?
I sure did, and I have not changed my mind.
You're gonna be wrong this time around, though.
Oh, yeah? You
guy
really
will,
seeing the synergy here?
Yeah, you jump on the Earthshaker and just silence them and beep bap boop. They got strong lanes to punish any lane. If you can rotate to any lane and screw with them, they will win. Terrorblade is not safe. Axe is not safe because you got the Dazzle hitting him. No one is safe from the Earth Spirit.
All right, sure. I can agree with that. Of course, Dazzle versus Axe, which we didn't even talk about. That's kind of pretty ballsy to pick a Dazzle post-Axe. Although he is pretty good against him in the early game. So, I don't know. I don't buy it. You missed that silence on that Earth Spirit, it's over.
No.
No?
No.
Okay. Well, good argument here.
Yep.
But
Learned a lot. Thanks.
One more pick.
Because you have a stun as well, obviously.
Well, obviously, yes.
You have silence and stun.
I'm aware that there's the kid of Earth Spirit. But we have our last pick in the mid lane here. Probably is.
Unless it's Winter Wyvern mid.
Yes, thank you. Thank you for that.
You're welcome.
It could be Earthshaker mid.
Crit Shaker? There?
Alchemist.
Oh, yikes.
He's gonna have a pretty hard time against PL, I believe.
Oh, yikes.
He's gonna get hit, and there's an Earth Spirit rolling on him, so he will get...
So what you're saying is that it's not a good Alchemist game?
Alchemist.
if he gets farm. It's really good against these slightly weaker teams, I think. So.
Alchemist.
Well.
Go.
Bulldog, you're up first.
Oh, it's mine.
Yeah. You going for runes?
Oh, no.
He's going
Obviously,
for
this team.
Oh,
Debated.
no.
NA Dota.
Ah.
You're gonna have to take you have to take BS here. Now.
Yeah, you
Look at
have
the
to.
runs. You have to do something different now.
I don't
You've
think.
been copying me every time.
What are you talking
You're
about?
copying me every time.
All right. You know what? I don't think the Alchemist is going to work out at all. But I also think that the other team's draft is really weird, too. So this one's a 50-50, and I'll go with NA Dota. Let's go Runes.
Let's go Tigers on my part. I'm not willing to
I
take
got
that
baited.
bet.
Go ahead.
All right, it is time for the second game of the series. Let's head over to Moxie and Fogged. I was going to say Foxy for the cast.
Hey-o.
What up, guys? Foxy here. We got a new name here. Nice, nice.
I like it.
How you feeling about that last pick, Alchemist? Because I'm not feeling real great about it right now.
I just think that they're going to struggle along the lanes. I think it's pretty greedy to finish up your draft there with an Alk. If they can get away with it, sure, going to be great, just like Bulldog was saying, but I don't know if they're going to be able to get away with it at all here. I think this Necrophos, they're playing what? They're playing Corax. So Necrophos, amazing versus Corax, and actually they're switching the lane up. Maybe they might even they might just put Necrophos mid, it looks like. And that is a great matchup for Necrophos. Necro versus Alchemist, he's the bully, one of the best bullies versus all those melee heroes, and he's going to be able to keep the sustain. So the acid spray isn't something you really have to worry about too much. So let's see how these lanes going to suit out. So Axe going bottom versus Centaur. That could be some like trade. Axe can be okay with that one. Top, they're positioning an aggro tri-lane to start here with Boris.
I do like Boris on this hero.
Same. Dazzle is a pretty dominant laner in particular. That's why they picked it. I think they wanted to initially, like, they want this Dazzle in particular lane versus that accent. 1437 stepping up pretty
This is
far.
gonna be the first blood, maybe. Yeah, they're trying to juke him around here into the trees. That Arctic Burn, that Jubei. First blood.
Very nice. Good start.
Boris holding on to that fissure, just trying to make sure he can land at just the right angle so he can pin them in.
I do like the way they have this lane set up right now. They've got the TB versus the PL. They've got the Axe away from the Dazzle. So right now, at least they're going to have like one or two lanes go pretty well. The mid lane, that's the one I'm going to be looking at. That's probably going to be a total disaster for ROOONS here. But they should be able to secure themselves what looks like 2 runes, but...
Ooh,
okay, nice start.
Boris. What a player.
Moon will be able to claim that other one, so it looks like a 2 for 2.
Pretty standard stuff here.
We have an Axe versus Centaur 1v1. Axe is going to win that one. He's going to be pretty happy, but we're going to have to look at rotations, which will probably be the thing that changes it up, because Centaur can look for kill threat, too.
Affirmative, especially if you find like just a really good rune that you can point out and then have that rotation. But yeah, like you said, this mid lane, I Annihilate. You know, he looked like he's in pretty good spirits earlier on because he just went and spammed that taunt. But it's very difficult to take down a Necrophos. He's just got so much sustain, and he's going to be able to bully him, like you said.
He's going to crush him in this lane. Like, absolutely crush him and force him back. Annihilate's going to either have to spend tons of money on regen to be able to stay in this lane, or he's just going to get pushed to jungle early on. And immediately, Dazzle rotates bottom. They see that Axe is down here, so now Axe, I was saying he's going to have a good time versus the Centaur. No longer, because this Dazzle makes the move down. So now, Tigers already have a big laning win here. Top lane, TB should be able to get some farm, though. That's the one good thing for ROOONS is this top lane.
You've got a lot of really good harass, right? You've got the Arctic Burn. If you can land a nice fissure, of course, you know, that could be disastrous for PL, but... See? Oh, courier snipe? Run, little donkey, run! No.
Oh, whoa, he over-rolled for it. Oh, whoa, whoa. Takes a couple tower hits, too, because of it.
This is pretty good right now.
Needs to get 2 hits, so he wasn't even going to be able to get it anyway. Keep that poison touch up. There's no salve on Monkeys Forever, so he's going to be sitting dangerously low, and they're probably going to just force the wave in. They're going to try to dive him under tower here with the rotation from Earth Spirit.
I got a big old tanky boy over there too, so he's going to be able to take some of those tower shots. Dazzle, of course, having that sustain. Feels like the name of the game coming out here from Tigers is just, you know, sustainability, right? There's going to be the roll forward, connects over here onto Monkeys, trying to run himself out. They've got the Shadow Wave, get the Stomp off, they get the double edge as well. A little bit more damage needed,
Nice
and
play.
there it is.
Moon used, did you see how he couldn't actually reach the axe, so he double edged the creep right next to him, so it like splashes to him. That was a very nice play.
Very nice.
Oh, he's salving under the creep wave, but Jubei is there to break it. Moon.
I think he's okay with this. I don't know. He's sitting a little bit low here. Doesn't have any mana left. Doesn't have much for that HP either.
They might turn for this here. Jubei
Yeah.
stepping up quite far.
Going back in for the roll does
Whoop.
not connect, but they do land the stomp. Get a couple more of these hits off. In comes the Monkeys, though. They get the double edge. Oh, Mooney sitting solo. Will actually get taken down here, but that's, I think, okay for him right now, considering he was out of everything in the kitchen sink.
I didn't think he'd use the double edge there. I think they could have just right-clicked that Wyvern down. He might have enough HP to reset, but Monkeys Forever will chase, continuing with this battle hunger,
Yeah.
but getting the kill is unlikely.
No, I'm going to be able to just walk away here.
How's this mid matchup doing? It's as bad as we kind of thought. 12-4 to 6-0. Annihilate. He's going to have to just bring regen out on the courier, and he's just going to constantly get bullied out. But top, BSJ, 15-9. Having a pretty good time. Rotation comes in. Annihilate. One more attack. He's dead.
Yeah, he's down. Looks like okay now trying to run back here. Turns around, puts some damage over here onto Jubei. It's gonna be the roll forward though, coming out again from Zephyr. They're gonna try to chase him down. He doesn't have that Arctic Burn any longer. Tank a couple of these tower shots, but looks like everyone should be able to make it out just fine.
20.
Annihilate coming back in.
20 HP, but has the pulse ready in case the acid spray was there.
Playing life on the edge. There's gonna be the roll forward for the suicide.
Buys the full earn, spends all his money before he dies.
Easy trip back to the well.
Yep. Ah, the well. I haven't heard someone say the well in a while.
We're bringing it back old school here. That's what Foxy does here.
Nice.
So what
Oh.
do they need to do here for this Alchemist? Because he is having a horrible time over in that mid lane. Can you do anything?
They don't really have the heroes to be able to rotate that easily. Like Shaker and Wyvern, they can't help versus a Necrophos is the problem. So I think they just have to keep the pressure up on top and just make sure that BSJ has a good lane at least. These other two lanes are they're just sacked now at this point. Monkeys,
Oh, gets himself a nice call. Tries to drag them in a little bit further, but still gonna fall here. Hoping maybe that Jubei can make something happen, but there's just not enough damage.
they're just going for non-stop dive plays.
Yeah, they're going back in, I think, for Jubei. No, they lose their other creep.
Zephyr.
He's thinking about it. Okay, they're actually gonna rotate sorry, not Boris. It looks like an Earthshaker for like half a second. I need to get my eyes checked, apparently. To be fair, the screen is a bit further away. I was joking with someone earlier about how all the particle pieces now, like all the particle effects, eventually we're just never gonna know who's who. Because I was looking at like Huskar in one game, and it was just like all different colors, all different sparkles everywhere. Looked more like a My Little Pony than a Huskar. Go forward. They want to challenge for this rune, the kickback. Easy rune here, coming out for Zephyr.
Okay, 2 for 2.
Not bad.
They have to prioritize bounty runes right now because of how badly the mid matchup is going. Alchemist needs to get some type of surge of gold. But as we were mentioning, he's going to be relegated to jungle. At least, I know he only died once. He's at least level 5. I've seen it go worse. I've seen like level 4 versus level 6 or level 7 several times on that Alchemist versus Necrophos matchup. But aren't you going to be very happy? Full free farm Necro. Centaur's having a pretty good time. PL is slowed down though, but
Oh, I annihilate.
they have the chase.
Poor baby. He's trying to run away. You can't run from these guys.
And early ward being placed too. 1-4-3-7 as they do that invasion play. You know where Alchemist is going to be when he gets pushed out by these Necrophoses. Just keep tabs on him. That's exactly what they're doing here with this rotation.
This is almost impossible, it feels right now, for this for Alchemist.
Yeah. The good thing is, of course, you see that top of last hits. It is BSJ having an excellent time.
Yeah, he's got pretty good protection there, and he's been able to do quite a bit of harass as well.
Yep, I like how Boris has played it. I think he recognizes I can't really make these lane rotations. I need to stay top to secure BSJ. He's our big win condition, this Terrorblade. Alchemist, we can't actually help him. Sure, Alchemist is also a win condition hero, but when you can't do anything to help him, there's no point in leaving.
For sure. All right, so what's going on down here in the bottom lane? The roll, oh, there it is. There's Monkeys. He's not going to be able to find him in time. He TP's out right under his nose.
So close.
Disaster.
You deserve nothing.
He at least also TP'd to his tower instead of TPing base, so he can at least stay his lane here. But he is getting zoned quite heavily. as they're keeping the lane equilibrium kind of pushed back for now. So PL starting to recover on those last hits. They spend a lot of time dual roaming, so you do see Earth Spirit. He's a little bit under-leveled in comparison to Jubei as well as that Earthshaker, but they're doing what they need to do. They're keeping this invasion going. They probably want to go get a ward around that other neutral area to be able to keep tabs of that Alchemist. As Ajit, he can just continue doing necro things, just stay in his lane. Whenever he sees an opportunity to walk in, look for a Reaper kill, he can. Moon's actually invading and messing with Annihilate's farm even more, but he is now kind of sandwiched. He has a rotation from his 2 supports coming in.
Not quite level 6 in that Fissure, gonna block him in. Although there's the roll in coming out. They've got that poison touch. They're gonna try to run Moon out, and he's actually still alive. They've managed to just walk away from that stone being thrown out here, and then a little bit of follow-up coming through. No, they can't contest it.
BSJ still farming, pressuring tower as well. But on the other side, we do have the 2 cores of Tigers. They are farming. The PL getting a decent amount of space here, as well as, of course, that Necro, who's going to just keep crushing and being able to take... If they take that mid tower, I think this is really important for ROOONS, is they have to be able to guard this one. But look at how low it is already. They actually haven't emphasized too much on it. And if they lose this tower, the avenues for them to invade onto this Alchemist is just so much easier. Jet making sure that he can bully the Wyvern, secures that last hit.
No, Annihilate still ticks down. They've got that Urn up and running over on the Earth Spirit. This is such a hard game.
Centaur died to neutrals. Okay.
Are they gonna call off though? Might be able to take down this Earth Spirit. He's gonna try to roll himself out. Can't do it though. And there's the dunk. So a nice little kill here going out to Monkeys.
Is he rushing a Vessel on the Earth Spirit? I know he had an Urn extremely early in this game.
I think he should,
and
right? Because there's the Alchemist.
Yeah,
there's no
exactly.
reason not to.
And versus the Cold Embrace too. It's just amazing. He's got, I mean, he could have it at a really early time. So BSJ, a lot of pressure on you this game. You are top net worth. Monkeys is also doing relatively okay too. He has similar net worth as that Centaur. So those 2 will be the saving graces. And Boris too. Level 5. Should have pretty decent timing on that level 6. His blink is going to take
Monkey's on the axe
some
here.
time though. Yeah.
I think you said Centaur. I had a moment. I was like, wait, what?
Oh, I mean, he had similar net worth as the Centaur.
Right,
Yeah.
Okay.
I might have said that, honestly.
No, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, dude. You have been nonstop. You've been a machine here. So going from Hamburg to here. And now Monkeys again getting dove. There's the roll forward coming up from Zephyr. He's going to try to hide himself around, but the fan brush coming through. Breaks down a bunch of the trees. Poison touch coming out as well. Going to use a shadow wave here as they just keep pincering on this poor axe. No bully, please. But Zephyr gets himself another kill. This bottom lane has been very lucrative for him.
Yeah, this is the thing about Axe, is like you're this high strength hero, but your armor is actually incredibly low. So these high physical damage dealers like PL and having Dazzle just refreshing that poison constantly on you, it's so damn annoying to play against. Like, sure, Axe in the mid game versus Dazzle, you're gonna be able to go through those the dunks through the graves, but you gotta get to that point.
Man, all I can think of is like the old Elmer Fudd cartoon, like when he's like, oh, we're hunting wascally rabbits. They're hunting the Alchemist just nonstop.
Yeah.
They know he's got to be somewhere hiding out. They actually find the Winter Wyvern instead. The kick back immediately, Cold Embrace coming out. Doesn't matter, Scythe comes through, needs just a little bit more damage, and there it is. Bye-bye, Jubei.
Abed, Ajit's just got full, I almost said Abed. Ajit's got full control of this entire mid lane. As we said, he's versed in Alchemist, he has the dream. No cares whatsoever, as Annihilate is incredibly slowed down. 3,300 net worth on this Alch. Not where you want to be in. Look at this. He's pressuring tier 2. It's 10 minutes in.
Yeah.
ROOONS, you can't let this happen.
How did they get in there, though?
They got to bring the Wyvern there.
Like right now, you've got a Dazzle running at the Alchemist, and he's running away. He's terrified.
They have to have the Wyvern here to defend this tower constantly. He shouldn't be moving out of the lane, because they can't lose a tier 2 this early. That's just going to make them like... So, I mean, this one doesn't give that much map control, but... We do at least see Boris as well as BSJ. They're constantly just crushing Moon Meander every time he shows top. That's, what, his 4th death already? I know one was to neutrals, but they're securing BSJ to have a really damn good start. 5,800 net worth. He's also beating on a tier 2. He's going to take this one down.
They're going to trade tier 2s, I have a feeling, right? Because over in that mid lane. Oh, no, they've actually backed off a little bit, so won't take it quite yet. But they do have a smoke rotation coming over here, hoping to grab themselves. Oh, I Annihilate. Not again. Not like this. He's that magnetized, chasing after him. Gonna throw out that slow shadow wave, and one little boop coming out from Zephyr.
Oh, he's sad.
Takes him out.
He is extremely sad. PL is farming very well. Alchemist is not at all.
No. We were concerned about this, during the draft I turned to, and I said, they're not going to give him enough room. I don't think they're going to give him any quarter here.
No.
You agreed.
Yep. This is huge, though. Boris is 1,900 gold toward a Blink Dagger. And in this game, Earthshaker can definitely reign pretty supreme. Versus Necrophos, versus PL, this is one of the ideal heroes to be able to catch them. Just that chain lockdown.
Right.
And you can do it just from such a long distance as Earthshaker when you get this Blink this early. So Boris, definitely one to watch out for here for ROOONS.
Boris is just such a treat to watch whenever he's on any sort of a hero that, you know, can do a little bit of farming here and get a big impact item.
Yeah.
Like, he's got very good sense of timing. He's got very good sense of positioning. You know, that'll be huge. Like you said, if he can pick up that Blink Dagger relatively soon and get that lockdown down, it could possibly turn this around quite a bit for ROOONS.
Uh-oh.
But
Annihilate.
just cannot find any space here. Jubei standing nearby, Axe staring nearby too. There's going to be the call immediately coming out over here onto the Dazzle. Want to take him out as fast as possible here. Curse comes out though, and it's going to just hold them in place for a little bit here. Still, they've got that Centaur ultimate. They're going to be able to run themselves out with that Stampede. And just like that, they're out. No problem. Dazzle, a little bit cheeky here.
He's got friends coming toward him, though.
Now they're going to re-engage. The roll forward, not going to connect immediately, but they will be able to get that Elder Smash over here. There's going to be Poison Touch, slowing down that Axe just a little bit, disabling that Blink. And they've got another Lance here. They're still looking for it. Will they be able to follow? Yeah, they go in for the call. Wyvern standing nearby, trying to do whatever she can to help. Actually manages to save Monkeys with that Cold Embrace. And they'll take down the PL. They do eventually take down Monkeys, though. Not sure if that was worth it. What do you think?
Yeah, PL getting caught. Too many spins. Just a quick Splinter Blast 2 to secure it. I mean, Tigers is just bloodthirsty, it seems, at this point. But they're leaving. They're just leaving BSJ to have his own free game here. Look at this farm.
He even gets a ward, too. Feels good.
Yeah, he's gonna have a Manta any minute now. So he's not going to have to worry so much about those silences, at least in particular from the Earth Spirit. We'll have to worry about the control, though. There's always going to be the stuns from the Earth Spirit, and I believe the Centaur does have Blink Dagger, too, so they do have a lot of lockdown to be able to control him before he can try to get those Sunders off.
Can he make enough space, though, for this Alchemist is my other question.
I mean, he's having a really damn good time. Thing is, Tigers, they're very... Like, my brain stopped working with the word I was looking for.
No worries. No, there's the Echo Slam coming through. Boris God chasing after this friend here. They'll hold him right in place. You're not going anywhere. Chant Totem and a Fissure.
Kaboom.
Double kill.
They're being relentless. That was the word I'm looking for. Relentless in hunting the Alchemist. But this time now, they lose both their supports, and he's starting to get time.
Big reveal, right? Oh my goodness. All right, ROOONS, let's go.
Let's see, man. Boris.
Put your faith in Boris here.
Could be the key. Boris and BSJ. I mean, BSJ, look at him. He's still all the way at the top. He's flexing.
With those big old wings there. He's feeling fly.
I mean, 14 minutes, Manta treads. He's off to the perfect start for himself. It's just... This Alchemist is just so far behind, and they've got this invasion play coming in. BSJ gets caught by the stun.
They've got sight. Do they have it, actually? Yeah, there it is. There'll be no Sunder for you, sir. Not today.
The top net worth hero in the game gets dropped for 70 seconds.
The view, too, like the vision coming out, and plus the Blink coming out from the Necrophos is just actually really, really good here.
Ooh.
Easy farm, right?
Just trying to get the opportunity to get the catch, though. They could actually be able to try to get that kill if he does get the call there. Because Boris is in position. They don't want to be showing too much on the map with their Axe and their Earthshaker. I think Annihilate and Jubei, they have to be the ones pushing out as Jubei gets caught because of that deep vision that is already placed from Tigers. But yeah, I think hiding the Axe and the Earthshaker for the most part in this game now is what they should be doing. Because if he's taking all this farm on the map, that means Alchemist isn't going to be getting it, and then there's no threats. Every time this Axe shows, that means Tigers, they can just be free to make moves on the map. Moon tries to commit forward, but quick blink away by the Axe.
Let's wait patiently once this Cardi here. Oh, look at that little bit of fort coming out for the top tower, I think, yeah?
Yeah. Also made it look like they were trolling at bottom.
It's always fun, right? A little added bonus.
How's our Relic Annihilate? How you doing, buddy?
It's getting closer and closer now. He's inching. He's crawling.
They're slowing the pace down.
Still a bit. Oh boy, Jubei, you just died, my friend. Arctic comes through, we'll be able to land the stun, and it's actually going to be... Oh, they do get a nice call off here. They get enough spins. It's not looking like it's going to be enough. In comes VSJ. They'll follow up with the Alchemist. I'm not sure he really wants to join this fight just yet, but there's Boris. He's found himself a friend. Echo Slam comes out, and he's going to get Ajit now, and looks like Dazzle trying to just TP out, but there's the call. You're going nowhere.
ROOONS finding the plays.
All right, let's go.
14 to 11, less than a 1K gold lead right now. Alchemist just got a huge amount of space. They just used their meta, so they want to turn it into something else here. They're making their way into the pit. This could be risky. There's a Centaur with Blink, and there is an Earth Spirit still alive.
Yeah, look at it. They're thinking.
I think this is pretty ballsy if they want to really commit forward for here. And yeah, they're gonna back out.
I like Moon just taunting the entire time. Like, you sure you want to do this, bro?
Yeah, I don't think they don't have the damage just yet. Sure, they have Acid Spray and a meta Terror Blade, but they don't kill it in speed enough time in this early game before everybody respawns.
And they don't have that threat of the Echo Slam either.
Yep.
They just committed it, but like, hats off again. I know I keep saying like, oh, Boris, you know, doing a great job, but have been seeing him do some really great initiations that kind of set the ball rolling, and that's exactly what ROOONS seems to need.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, he's really the reason, right, why BSJ is at the top of the net worth, because he just sat top the whole time. He knew that he wasn't supposed to make any moves elsewhere, and it's paying off for them right now. It's making the game relatively even for the time being. But this is where the time at last game, right? Last game, 20 minutes, that's when they started kind of crumbling.
Oh, they managed to go and find the Wyvern. They found themselves a little bit more, though. They'll take down Monkeys, and that's 2 people off the board. 2 of their big team fight here as well. So let's see if Tigers turns anything out of this.
They don't have a Terror Blade to push the tower, though. They have a Phantom Lantern and Necrophos. It's not as crazy of a push, but they're still going to commit forward with the time that they have here.
Well, they've got some nice save, right? You've got the... And plus, they know that Annihilate is just not ready to be a part of these fights.
Yeah, and they know that...
Up the relic.
They know BSJ also used his Metamorphosis in the last engagement. They know that Echo Slam is down, too, so they're trying to get as much as they can out of this.
Very smart. It's all about efficiency. Oh, boy. Earth Spirit knows that there is a solitary BSJ over there, and they'll take the tower down easy.
Now they've got shrines open. They can take those out, and then maybe they can look for the Roshan themselves. But they don't kill it too fast either unless they have a medallion, and then PL can actually do pretty decent. And Vessel will be finished up as well on the Earth Spirit for that Alchemist. And Alchemist is, you know, usually when you see this Vessel come out, it's like, oh, Alchemist already has like Manta or BKB to deal with it. But this is a very poor Alchemist, so he's going to suffer quite a lot from that.
He's had a hard knock life.
Sure has. One of the harder lanes. I think like the Bloodseeker, the Necrophos, these just super lane dominators versus melee just make this hero's life miserable in that laning phase.
You know what? It's Dota too. You never know what's going to happen. We've seen some really good team fights that have been turning things around, so maybe...
They get the scan. They know that people are positioned here behind Annihilate. But will they get the catch anyway onto Ajit?
He's looking. Yeah, there's going to be the blink forward coming out here from the Axe. And their follow-up, though. They've got their eyes over here onto the center. And we'll be able to maybe get them out in time. It's actually ticking down. We'll lose Moon Meander. They're going to try to throw a couple Spear Lances out. There's the roll in, followed up with the Magnetize. With a couple of these stones, it's doing a decent amount of damage. Do they feel like they can go back in, though? I don't know. It's not looking good for Zephyr. He's actually sitting so very low. A couple heals coming out, of course, from the Necrophos. Annihilate trying to chase him down here. Does have that Radiance. Could burn him down. There's a Haster sitting nearby here, too. We'll actually be able to take him down, though. There's a big slam coming through, follow with a Scythe. Oh dear, it's not looking good. They'll be able to turn back around, just shredding through. There's gonna be the Winter's Curse holding him in place. I'm not sure that was the right move there. Sunder comes out though. It looks like they'll be able to clean up a Dazzle. Monkeys now just trying as hard as he can to outrun here. Should be able to TP home.
He'll be safe. All right. I mean, we're still seeing how much farm this Terrorblade has, how much damage he can really put into work. The Centaur blinks in, gets a disable off, but almost dies immediately afterwards as Jubei, getting found out here, has to freeze himself. But there's going to be another double edge.
It's the waiting game.
And one more right click.
It's prolonging the inevitable, but you know, it's, you know, less time that he's farming at least, right? Try to find something positive.
I mean, it's pretty close still. Look at the Alchemist starting to recover on that net worth above that PL. And BSJ still farming all the way at the top there.
So what moves does Tigers need to do to keep this nice lead that they've got? Or not even like a full lead, right? But it definitely feels like it's a little bit more in their hands.
Just keep trying to play around those timings.
Okay.
There's our, I mean, they have like this Necrophos ulti that has a bit of a cooldown, Magnetize and Stampede, but you look at the other side, they're much more reliant on Echo Slam, meta timing, until, I mean, it looks like Monkeys is just going to go straight for the Crimson Guard. I thought he would go for the Blade Mail so he can actually like threaten kills all over the map, but looks like he wants to just be playing like group around mechanic and protect them from that PL illusion that will eventually start to come. But that's gonna, I mean, that's going to reduce their kill threat on the map by a whole lot. Is now Necrophos has a Radiance too.
Yeah, he saw Alchemist and was like, hey, man, that sounds like a great idea. I should get one of those too.
It's like a standard build. We've seen a lot.
Oh, I
of
know.
Necro too. Yeah, I know.
I'm playing with you
I
there,
know.
Fogged.
But yeah, I mean, Radiance, just so optimal to have here.
Monkey's being very patient, hanging out with his bro Boris. He's going to take turns hiding out in the trees, hoping somebody, there is somebody over there. But he's playing real smart himself, doesn't want to get caught out. He's going to spend a little time in the trees.
They're being patient, waiting for him to show. The waiting game.
Oh, there it is. There's the show. Monkeys.
Are they going to make the move? They have Echo. They have it already.
Yeah, they ping. They ping. There's a jump forward.
Oh, he set the illusion. It's a jabate.
No, what a jabate.
They must have thought maybe it was a fake one or something, and now they collapse. Uh-oh.
CMP comes out. Fusel gets used over here onto Axe. Gonna have to try to TP himself out. Nice Fissure coming through. It doesn't matter. They've got the Scythe. Sorry.
They just got outplayed.
Man. If he had just... think how differently that could have gone if there wasn't that one illusion running off to the side. Next level mind games. I love it. I love it.
Yeah, just playing a little extra safe. And they were just maybe like, oh, it could be an illusion that comes out. He's trying to bait us. We don't want to use our big spells here and waste our timing there. But if they had just gone, they just didn't know.
Wyvern immediately gonna get stunned up. Trying to fly away. They have the Spirit Vessel, though. Should be able to tick him down. No?
So close. Oof. He's alive. Just living on.
Barely. Living on a prayer, basically, right?
Yep.
Yeah, look at that. 33 hit points.
He dropped way lower than that.
Yeah, that's the...
Yeah, that was the regen. And now, yeah, they are actually going to start poking at those shrines. It's BSJ. So Manta, Lance, okay, getting close to BKB. That's going to make him a whole lot. If he's able to actually get like BKB Scotty, they could definitely have a fighting chance in this one. The Alchemist has started to recover heavily too. It's only a 2k gold lead for Tigers. Still, when you're playing with versus an Alchemist though and you have a 2k gold lead, it is a pretty good thing.
Middle lane. Uh-oh, this is not looking so great over here for Annihilate.
He went... What? He went for the Blink Dagger. I mean, I know I see that sometimes on the Alchemists and all, but he's already playing versus the Spirit Vessel, and he's not really the one that's setting up the ganks. He has an Earthshaker and an Axe.
Well, maybe he's hoping that he can then just jump in after them for the mobility?
I'd prefer him to try to get more items, like just get the BKB, get his Manta, so he can actually be a fighting force versus that team.
And speaking of BKBs, looks like BSJ just picked one up for himself here.
He's BSJ. Continuing to impress in this game, 6-1-3. He's been set up for success.
Radiant's top shrine is under attack.
Let's just hope it's going to be enough here and that they can, Annihilate can recover.
Radiant's top
He's a bit ahead of PL, but as an Alchemist, you want to be way ahead of a PL. Sure, your Radiance is great versus the hero, but PL.
Now, what does he have now for items?
Not too sure just yet. I think he's probably pretty close to his Manta. With that
I know he's got the Diffusal online for sure.
Yeah, he's getting closer and closer. Oh yeah, he went Shadowblade in between, that's right.
That's right.
And he's gonna have a Yasha pretty soon after that. Otherwise, yeah, he pretty much, he would have the Manta finished if he didn't have that Shadowblade, so. I saw him pick it up too, and then I was like, oh yeah, I forgot, you know. Just some
No worries, no worries.
starting to become a little delusional here.
Yeah, how long have you been awake for now?
It's okay. It doesn't matter. It's not about me.
We've reached the point where it's don't worry about it.
You know, it's not about me. It's about the Dota. We're all here just to watch.
We are. We're here to watch.
BSJ versus 1437 NA Legends.
Mr. Moon Meander, of course, right? Yeah. Good stuff, for sure. But
they've got the Crimson Guard now Phoenix on Axe, but Monkeys is really falling behind in gold. He's 2-6, and we see Centaur, Moon Meander. His score is also pretty similar, right? He's 2-5, but look at those last hits. He's making sure that he's keeping up in farm, and he's constantly pushing out waves and being able to get those itemization that he needs for his team.
all right, Forrest poking away here. They actually forced out the Shallow Grave over onto 143. They're just gonna go farm up these Ancients. Got some time on that meta here, Moon. creeping
Ooh,
over
he
here
did-
in the tree.
That's actually a good point. He did use meta there to try to get that kill. So Tigers, as soon as, I mean, they know that happens, so they could look to make a play after that goes down. Boris patiently waiting in the tree lines.
He's trying to make that space, trying to find some room here for Annihilate.
They're struggling to find plays again, though. And like I was talking about, in that last game, we hit that like 20 to 25 minute mark, and that's where we really saw ROOONS just lose their entire momentum base. They were just getting play after play made on them instead of them making the plays. So they have to find a way to actually be able to do that. They're trying to push out these lanes constantly, but it's always under threat. We just see Tigers, they're always forcing the pressure in, and Boris just commits an echo, just wants to get a kill. The stun comes in.
They've got the Magnetize here as well. Looks like Boris going to be able to run himself out. He's ticking down pretty hard, though. I don't think he's going to be able to survive this. Yeah, he'll get taken down. They'll lose the Wyvern as well. They're going back in. Oh, no, I Annihilate. You cannot be taking fights like this. Not right now.
He just blinked. That's why I didn't like the blink dagger. He just blinked to his death, too.
Tips.
He wants to get involved in the fights, but he's not an alchemist who has the items to really
Right.
be able to just at this point.
Oh, buyback coming out. That hurts. That hurts so bad, Fogged.
I'm face palming a little bit right now.
Yeah. You're hurting Fog's soul right now, guys. Please.
He needs to be able to play like this. I know he has like BSJ as this like super carry, but he has to be a super carry as well. And he's playing versus these like heroes that are kind of like a hard counter. He needs to be able to remove this spirit vessel. He needs to be able to protect himself versus this Necrophos and Chain Lockdown. Oh, it's getting harder and harder for ROOONS to play outside on the map because they're losing full map control. They have very limited vision on the map. They have 2 very defensive wards watching their jungle, it looks like. But besides that, you see Tigers. They have so much vision on the map. They actually, I believe, they may have seen this. Actually, no, they didn't see the smoke. Just kidding. I thought for a second they might have. That ward's actually outside the base.
All right, so what are they doing here? Are they going to
think
go
it's a
for the
Roche.
Roche just
Yeah.
straight up? They're
I
not
think
going to try to get a pick or anything?
I think they're starting to feel pressured.
How do you feel about this?
Could backfire pretty heavily. But if they don't know, they're going to get it for free. If Tigers
Oh, no,
doesn't
we're
know.
seeing some movement. There's some... Yeah, they sent in the Necrophos illusion.
They think it's real. Oh no,
They used the BKB. No.
Run. Run,
Get out of that
ROOONS.
pit.
Run.
Get out right now.
Oh, when would you, when would you be like, why is there, oh, he gets an illusion rune, of course. How unlucky.
Uh-oh, looks like might be in some trouble here for the Wyvern. Does have the Glimmer Cape, but they've got their eyes on them. They had that sentry and just gonna tick down. There goes Jubei. They actually just picked up the Centaur Axe too.
Yep.
This game is just so hard for ROOONS. You can tell they're feeling that pressure too.
Yeah. Annihilate's going back for that BKB to try to protect himself, but his farm has been slowed down. So having 1, 7, and 4, only 166 last hits at the 29-minute mark. I mean, he's been getting invaded on nonstop by Tigers.
Well, they know what an alchemist does. They know if he doesn't have farm, where is he going to be? And they just go and they take this Roche for themselves.
They just haven't been able to look for like plays, right? With the axe, usually you see when someone's split pushing either the axe. I've been seeing Boris setting up for the plays, but besides that, I haven't seen anyone else actually trying to. Jubei, he's there like as the deep push monster because he's a Wyvern, but they're not really hunting enough with this axe. He's now playing behind his alchemist to try to protect him, which I do like. But they need to be able to make some active moves on the map, or they're eventually just going to start losing in gold worth and map control.
Yeah, it's feeling not so good right now. Manta gets delivered now for the Phantom Lancer. Oh, goodness. Yeah, top lane. Just managed to get that taunt off over here onto the Centaur.
Who's chasing who, though, here?
Exactly. It's how the tables have turned. This is not looking good for Monkeys. They've got a Glimmer Cape. They don't have the detection, actually, so we'll actually make it out alive. Ooh, Boris. He's trying to break them ankles.
The Radiance.
Look
He did.
Blinks out. Broken. See you later, nerds.
Nice play. Able to at least survive. He's trying to make sure he keeps his... Oh, they actually found
Monkey,
Moon.
Sorry, Moon, yeah.
Sorry, yeah, I mean, Moon found monkeys. My bad. Similar names. They both, like, you know, first 3 letters.
Right,
very similar.
yeah, totally.
So BKB is finished on that Alchemist, and he will queue up that Manta. Look what we're saying. He needs these 2 items so badly in this game. Just, yeah, very surprised for that blink.
Oh, wow. They even
Another.
find them in the trees, too. They use the Winter's Curse just to get out. I don't know about that. I feel like that's kind of important to hold on to.
They're just trying to delay it, though. They've got the mid lane at least pushed out, and he's trying to save himself. BSJ also instantly starts pushing bottom as soon as they know Curse is down.
And they've got the BKB now up and running over on Alchemist, so a little bit more survivability here, but where's your damage?
it's just BSJ. But you know, having a Terrorblade be your damage is always it's a good thing. But they've got a lot of ways to mitigate now. This PL is getting pretty big. They also have that Centaur Aghanims, as you mentioned earlier, too, to protect each other. Definitely a concern, as it's a 10,000 gold lead now. Tigers do a great job of controlling this map.
When did they get
Experience
that Lotus
as
Orb
well.
on the Necro too? Oh my goodness. How do you take him down?
I don't know. 8, 1, and 9. They actually just don't really have the solution. We saw the one situation, Boris. He really is the only way that they can kill him. If they get some Dream Echo Slam, and maybe some follow-up from Monkeys could be possible, but their magical damage is very limited on the side of ROOONS.
They tried to go for the old wraparound play, but they're not going to be able to do it. They go and they find just that Wyvern immediately. There it is. There's the Centaur ultimate. They're going to be able to take down Boris. They say, you're not going to do anything this time. BKB gets popped over here on BSJ. Still going to try to just put damage down over here onto his Necrophos, but he's so damn difficult to take down. He's got the Lotus Orb on him as well. It's going to be the roll forward here. They find themselves another kill. BSJ taken down now, and it's just a little bit longer here before we're going to lose Monkeys. Monkeys get slain. Aegis gets popped. I don't know. This could be, yeah, there it is. There's the GG. Tigers showing some dominance here.
Yep, I felt like it was a bit... This time, of course, the lanes, this Necrophos pick was phenomenal. They had the most ideal lane possible. He was able to literally just... I wish I could see like the heat map of his play, because he literally just like sat in that mid lane for the first like 15 minutes, pressured for those 2 towers very easily. Alchemist was pretty much on recovery mode the whole game. Oh, man. It looked similar, but I think this one was a lot... This one felt harder. Even though BSJ was getting some great farm, you could see that they have so much overbearing control. Even though he has BKB, he has Manta, they've got this Centaur stun with this follow-up of the Earth Spirit time and time again.
It's going to be so hard, too, when you've got, you know, your mid laner is just absolutely being crushed. It doesn't help. And, you know, ROOONS, I feel like they've been feeling a bit of pressure lately, right? They've been having a little bit of difficulty in being able to really succeed lately. So, you know, the pressure is definitely on.
I mean, also, like, being honest, Tigers, they're definitely a better team with more experience still versus this stack. They have a time and tested captain, 1437. He's been playing on tier 1 teams, tier 2 teams, time and time again for years upon years. So he has a very good directive, a very good idea of what his team needs to do in order to win. Even if they say, let's say they are just like an even kind of net worth for quite a long time in that game, they're starting to control the map really well, and their itemization is very ideal. So, yeah.
Yeah, their movements looked great during that entire time. Exactly like you said, you can really see that experience shining through.
Yeah, very difficult for poor ROOONS.
But yeah, definitely. You know, it's again, that last pick, Alchemist, was a little bit, I know everyone on the panel, I mean, they were like, no, we're not getting behind this, just because they were very concerned that they would, you know, get run over, and they did. They ended up having that issue.
Pretty rough. So, done here. And we're going to be going back to Shiv on the desk.
Thanks, Fogged. Trooper throughout the entire day, of course, alongside many of my colleagues who came directly from Hamburg. It's been a long day here, not just for us, but for the teams as well. They've been practicing for this day for a very long time, making it to the minor, and unfortunately for ROOONS, they lose this series. But the beauty of this format is that you have to play at least 3 series before you are eliminated to begin with. So, you know, there's still some rust to be played off. It'll be fine. But this this second game, Slacks, Bulldog.
Thoughts?
I don't want to talk about it.
You got debated into going for ROOONS for the second game by Bulldog, and that just brought just the biggest stain on your record.
I had a perfect score today.
Almost.
100% perfect
You
score.
said Infamous was going to win.
We're not going to go through this again. I said the draft was going to win it at 1. It's not my fault production switched the draft.
All right.
Perfect score today. Bulldog goats me using my NA pride to go for the NA team. And I wasn't confident, but I thought they could do it.
You know who do have a perfect record today?
I have.
And I have too.
You do?
Yeah, you did.
You both got the first one wrong.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
We said Complexity was going to take it because we thought Complexity was the better team, and that's what happened.
True.
All right, let's take a look at the standings. We've had a lot of days, a lot of Dota played, and we've had 2 groups have their first matches. So, if you are unfamiliar with how this is going to go down, we have a mini double elimination bracket per group. GSL style is what it's called. You can also think of it as you have to have 2 victories before you're making it through to the playoffs, although everybody's making it to the playoffs, but the top 2 goes to upper bracket, bottom 2 goes to lower bracket, and yeah, that was today. That's basically the way the groups work. Everybody makes it and they're happy.
That's great.
That's great.
Good for everybody.
Good for everybody.
I always say.
Yeah. Who was the MVP though? The Hex MVP of this game too.
I don't know. I think the Peel made some cool moves at the bottom lane,
Yeah.
Oh,
destroying NA teams.
oh.
The Omega debate. What was this drum roll for?
Just do it.
I'm waiting for the MVP. I think the drum was for them looking at for us looking at the MVP.
BSJ.
I mean, there's definitely a chance that.
Oh.
Hey, and Zephyr, his Earth Spirit, the Earth Spirit that when the day started, Jake. Well, I don't like this Earth Spirit hero.
I mean,
I think he's
I told
garbage.
you it
I was
good.
right for most of the game, and then he
I
finally
was
got a.
worried when he was at courier snipe in the level 1. He just rolled past it. I was like, shit.
Yeah, those 3 or 4 or 5 missed rolls in the beginning, but you know, you just keep trying. You're gonna hit it eventually, I
Yeah.
guess.
He was just smashing around, doing well. It wasn't hard to find the alchemist, honestly. Just killing him over and over and over. And then he started killing himself up, blinking in and just dying
Why?
over and over.
Why did he do this?
All right, you know what? You know who's someone that we can talk to about this game better than you two? It is the Dazzle player. It is 1 for 3-7. Theban. Yeah.
Yay!
Hello, hello, welcome
Oh!
to my little studio, my little workplace. Congratulations on the series.
Thank you.
How are you doing? How's the team doing? How are you feeling?
I think normal.
Yeah.
Normal.
How much? How did you prepare for this tournament?
For this tournament, I think we just boot camp like normally we do. I don't think we did like anything special really.
Okay.
We just worked on ourselves mostly. I feel that's where most of our problems stem from. So that was our biggest concern before this tournament. So we just improved on that.
And then game 1, you had an IO and a gyro against you, and they actually, it looked pretty scary for you guys. Not gonna lie. Were you prepared for that game?
I think like what happened was we know there's a chance they can play IO gyro like. But then there's also a chance they don't, and they just give us IO or something, or I don't know what their plan was really. So we just like went with it. It's just game 1, so you can just see like what you can do.
Yeah.
And they picked this IO. I think it was like kind of obvious because they banned like morphling and stuff, so they didn't want us to play like pick morph, and then they can't pick gyrocopter. But overall, I feel that it gave us a lot more experience or playing against IO gyro, and gave us some other perspectives. So I would just take it as like. We learned from that game, so it was really good that they ended up picking the hero.
What did you think their plan was for game 2? Because I was pretty confused by that one.
You still predicted them to win, Slacks.
I was baited into it through NA pride, and I was betrayed.
What did you think was good?
To be perfectly honest with you, nothing. I thought the Alchemist was a terrible pick, but Bulldog made me upset. He was talking shit about America, so I went with him.
Yeah, I felt like they didn't really deal with this Necrophos, and they just kind of picked like a bad matchup into the Necrophos as well. It was kind of clear like what our lanes were too. So
It wasn't clear.
I was really confused as well about the Alchemist, but then it gave us a clear direction of like how we want to play the game. And we just like tried to execute that. There were some hiccups here and there, but I feel at the end of the day that we got the W. So,
Bulldog, you got any questions for Theban?
Yeah, you've been playing in NA for a while back in the days, but now you're playing SEA. Do you feel like it's an easier region to grow in, or do you feel like NA, there's no hope there?
Well, I think both regions are very different. You can learn a lot from both regions, but for me, at least, being in SEA forced me to grow and faster as well. So I feel it's better for me because they played very differently.
Yes.
It's like much faster paced gameplay, and I think the individual skill is much higher there as well compared to NA for me at least. Like your average player. Like
Bigger player pool, I would imagine as well.
Yeah, there is. Like, if you play matchmaking, you got like rank 200s or 400s at most. Like, if I came to EU playing pubs, you got like rank 2Ks in like almost all your games. So it's very difficult to have like quality games sometimes. So yeah, and NA I think like is so farm heavy and people just farm to like no end. They don't really have like a purpose sometimes. Yeah, like the top like EG and forward gaming, I think they're like much more refined. They understand better like what their purpose in the game is. But I feel some of the tier 2 teams have a more difficult time executing their ideas.
Fair enough. If 100% is winning TI, what percentage are you at for your team?
Oh,
Wow.
I mean, I'm gonna mention you guys are still in a growing phase, right?
yeah.
How is it going? Like in terms of if winning TI is 100%.
I don't know. I maybe we should ask Bulldog because I have no experience with getting close to winning TI. So
Yeah, tell them what percentage they are of winning TI, Bulldog, please.
I would say somewhere around 60%. Seems about fair enough.
well, that's very generous of you, sir.
Yeah. You got some more time to grow, and you got plenty of time for this tournament.
Yeah.
So it's a good time.
It is a good time. Do you have any music flavor that you want Thomas to play you out with? He's gonna play anything you suggest. Well, mostly anything.
Actually, I'm more interested in what Slacks would choose if he was to,
What was Slacks
out.
choose?
I'm a hardcore ska guy. Give me some ska beat, dog. He just shakes his head and looks down in disappointment. That's not great. All right, just play whatever. Right? Play some polka. I like that one.
Polka? All right.
All right.
All right, Steven.
Thank you.
Thank you. Hopefully we'll see you again back here on the Shiver Show.
Bye.
It was very loud.
You can feel the rage in that.
Of course, that was 1-4-3-7 of Tigers, and they look pretty good this series. Before the day started, we had our favorites, and maybe Tigers ends up being in the top 2, top 3 now for favorites. What do you think, Bulldog?
Yeah, I mean, I said they were going to top 4 at least.
Yeah, but did it turn into top 3 already?
No, because all they beat was ROOONS. I mean, if I had to
okay. Well, right.
they're one of the weaker team here.
Have no fear for all the fans of Team ROOONS out there. They will play again and again after that as well, because we have a very forgiving format, and that means that we're going to have a lot of games. And that is much to our excitement and much to our joy. And tomorrow will be another day full of games. We will have 4 series of Dota 2. We're starting with the loser match from both groups, then a winner's match from both groups. It will be a very exciting time, and it will start at 10 a.m. tomorrow morning. That is in 12 hours. That is in 12 hours from now. So make sure you get some rest, and you be up ready on 10 a.m. tomorrow morning. It's Tuesday tomorrow. It will be great. Everybody will be awake. We might actually have had casters with a full night's rest.
Yay!
Yay! That will be great. Thank you so much for tuning in today, and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Bye.